God, we are finally at the end of this day, and we come to you without pretending anything at all. We have moved through noise and messages and expectations, and now we want your quiet to meet us here tonight. Before sleep takes us, we offer you the parts of today that still feel loud inside us right now, Lord. We do not come with perfect words because we are tired, and our hearts are a little worn down too. Thank you for bringing us through hours we did not know how to handle when the morning started at all. Some moments went well, some went sideways, and some just hurt, and we have been holding it in so long. We ask you to sit with us in this simple place, where the day ends and truth shows up gently. We take a slow breath and we remember you are here, even if we cannot feel much right now, God. We have carried conversations that replay, and we have carried mistakes that sting, and we have carried fear all day. We bring them to you because we do not want them to shape our night or steal our rest again. We admit we tried to manage everything, and we felt responsible for outcomes we could not control on our own. Tonight we choose to stop arguing with reality, and we place what happened into your steady hands with real trust. If we said things we should not have said, please forgive us and help us make them right in time. If we stayed silent when love required courage, please forgive us and show us a better way tomorrow for sure. If we pushed ourselves past wise limits, remind us that you do not demand we earn rest tonight from you. We confess we sometimes treat our worth like a score, and we forget we are already loved by you, God. When our thoughts race ahead to tomorrow, pull us back to this moment with you right here in quiet faith. We do not know what the morning will bring, but we know you will still be God over our lives. So we let the unfinished tasks wait, and we let the unanswered emails stay unanswered for now without guilt tonight. We release the need to keep proving ourselves, and we ask you to quiet that pressure inside us right now. We have worries we cannot solve in a bedroom, and plans we cannot control with late thinking or endless scrolling. Save us from rehearsing worst cases and help us trust you with what we do not see yet at all. We ask for a clean pause, a moment where your presence is stronger than our inner noise in this room. Thank you that you understand our mixed feelings, the gratitude and the frustration sitting side by side in us tonight. We remember that you are not shocked by our mess, and you are not annoyed by our need for help. We also remember that you can work while we sleep, and that comforts us more than we admit right now. Tonight we are asking for help that feels like a miracle, because some situations are beyond our strength to fix. We are not trying to demand a certain outcome, but we are asking you to move in real ways soon. Where doors seem shut, open what should open and close what would harm us even if it looks good first. Where we feel stuck, give us the next small step and give us courage to take it tomorrow with you. Where we feel alone in our struggle, remind us that you see us fully and you stay close everywhere always. We ask for peace that is practical, the kind that lets our minds stop circling the same thoughts all night. If guilt is clinging to us, speak mercy over us and help us accept forgiveness without arguing with you, God. If anger is hot in us, cool it with your wisdom and show us what is really underneath that feeling. If sadness is weighing us down, hold us steady and remind us it is safe to be honest with you. We bring you our families, our friends, and the people we worry about when the lights go off each night. Cover them with care, guide them where we cannot, and protect them from harm we do not predict or see. We place our own home in your hands too, asking for safety, calm, and a sense of your nearness here. We ask you to guard our minds from dark thoughts, from shame, from panic, and from useless comparisons to others. When we start measuring our lives against someone else, remind us that you lead each story differently with wise love. We do not want to carry tomorrow's worries into tonight, so help us set them down with trust in you. We ask for a gentle mind, one that can stop talking and start listening for your steady voice within us. Even if you answer us with silence tonight, keep us from assuming you are absent or uncaring because you are. We remember the ways you have helped before, and we let those memories strengthen our hope right now, again tonight. We are asking you to do it again, not for attention, but because we truly need your help right here. We ask for clarity where we are confused, and for guidance where we feel pulled in two directions at once. We ask for provision where money is tight, and for open doors for work, school, and daily needs this season. We ask for healing where bodies and minds are hurting, and for good care and wise decisions from us all. We ask for restored relationships where distance has grown, and for humility to apologize and forgive without keeping score anymore. We ask for protection over our choices, that we would not walk into trouble just because we are weary tonight. As we settle in, teach us that rest is an act of trust, and trust pleases you more than striving. So we give you this evening, we give you our thoughts, and we give you our fragile hope for tomorrow. Let your comfort be near, and let your kindness remind us that we are held even in uncertainty right now. We believe you can bring change, and we believe you can send help, and we believe we will see it. Until then, keep us close, keep us steady, and carry us into sleep with the quiet confidence of your care. And as we lie here, we bring you what still feels too heavy to hold. We have been carrying responsibilities that never really clock out, and it has left us tight inside. Some of us are worried about grades, work, bills, or a job search that keeps stretching on. Some of us are worried about a parent, a child, a friend, or our own health. We admit we have tried to be strong for everyone, and we are worn. Take this weight from us tonight, God. We cannot fix it in our heads, and we do not want to try. We hand you the unfinished list that keeps flashing like a warning sign. There are chores, projects, messages, and decisions we did not complete, and it makes us feel behind. We have tried to convince ourselves that late-night thinking will somehow create answers, but it usually just drains us. Help us accept that this is not the hour for solving, but for trusting. Teach us to leave what is incomplete with you without shame. Remind us that tomorrow will come with fresh mercy and fresh strength. If we wake with the concerns, meet us then, but let us rest now. Some fears feel practical, and some feel like shadows with no clear source. We bring both to you. We worry about money, about stability, about whether we are falling behind while others move forward. We worry about mistakes catching up, and we worry about being misunderstood. God, we do not want worry to be our nightly companion. Replace it with steady faith, even if that faith is small. Give us wisdom for what we can change and surrender for what we cannot. Put a calm boundary around our thoughts. When our minds loop, interrupt them with your truth and kindness. We also bring you the words we cannot take back. We replay the tone we used, the impatience, the sarcasm, the moments we failed to listen. We bring you the times we were treated unfairly too, and we did not know how to respond. Heal what we harmed and heal what harmed us. Show us where an apology is needed and give us humility to offer it. Show us where boundaries are needed and give us courage to keep them. Let bitterness not settle in our hearts overnight. Teach us to release what we cannot resolve and to trust you. When the house gets quiet, our anxieties sometimes get louder and old accusations return. We hear thoughts that say we are failing, that we are too much or not enough, and we start believing them. God, speak over us with what is true. Remind us that we are yours and that you are patient with our process. Stop the lies that try to grow in the dark. Protect us from panic, from obsessive thinking, and from the urge to punish ourselves for every flaw. Hold our minds like you hold our lives securely. Let your light stay on inside us. And now, God, we bring the need that feels bigger than us. We have prayed before and we are still waiting, and that waiting has made us tired. We are asking for your help in a way only you can give. We need breakthroughs we cannot engineer, protection we cannot guarantee, healing we cannot force, and provision we cannot manufacture. We need peace in places that keep shaking. We ask you to move with kindness and power in your timing, but not endlessly delayed. Strengthen our hope without making us pretend we are fine. Meet us with a clear answer. While we sleep, we ask you to work in ways we cannot watch. Arrange conversations, soften hearts, open opportunities, and close traps we do not recognize. Give wisdom to doctors, teachers, counselors, and leaders who affect our lives. Provide safe paths for our families and friends. If there is a decision coming, prepare us to choose well. If there is a delay, keep us from despair. We ask you to replace confusion with direction step by step. And if the miracle comes quietly, help us notice it and give thanks, not overlook it because it was simple in our lives. We release our tight grip on outcomes. We let go of the need to predict every possibility, to rehearse every conversation, to defend ourselves in advance. We do not have to manage tomorrow from tonight. You are already there and you are already here. Teach us to trust that you can carry what we cannot. Help us accept that resting is not quitting. It is placing our limits into your care. Quiet our inner arguments and give us a settled spirit. Let our hearts stop negotiating and start leaning. We are safe with you, even when circumstances are uncertain still. Thank you for mercies we may have missed today. Thank you for the meal we had, the roof over us, the people who checked in, the moments we laughed, the times we were kept from worse trouble. Thank you for the strength that showed up when we thought we had none. Thank you for every warning you gave us and every kindness you put in our path. These are not nothing. They are signs of your care. Help us remember them when fear tries to tell us you are far away. We choose gratitude not as denial but as truth. We also lift up the people we love, who are carrying burdens tonight. Some are lonely, some are sick, some are overwhelmed, and some are pretending they are okay. Be near to them. Give help and guidance they can follow. Provide for their needs, protect their homes, and bring the right support around them. Where relationships are strained, bring patience and honest conversation. Where grief is fresh, bring comfort. Where temptation is strong, bring a way out. Use us when you want us to show up with a call, a message, or practical care. Keep our compassion from drying up. And for us, as this night deepens, we ask for your guarding love. Let our sleep be free from fear and dreams. If we wake, meet us with calm. Keep our thoughts from sliding into patterns that steal peace. We place our future in your hands, including the parts we do not understand. We ask for signs of your goodness, not to chase thrills, but to keep our faith. Teach us to wait without giving up and to expect help without forcing it. We trust that you are moving, even when we cannot see it, and we rest in that. And in that trust, we admit how waiting has worn us down, and we ask you to renew hope tonight. We have hoped before and been disappointed, and we have tried to act fine while our hearts felt sore inside. We bring you the quiet questions we rarely say out loud, asking if you still remember our prayers today too. When answers take longer than we expected, we start blaming ourselves or assuming you are saying no again right now. Please keep us from turning delay into despair and keep us from building stories that make us afraid at night. We confess we sometimes compare our timeline to others, and it makes us feel overlooked and small so often lately. We see people celebrating breakthroughs and we smile, but we also wonder when it will be our turn, Lord God. Meet us in that honest place, not with shame, but with reassurance that you are working even unseen for us. We need hope that is sturdy, not hype, the kind that can breathe quietly and keep going tomorrow with you. So we ask you to remind us of what you have already done, because memory fuels faith in us still. You carried us through seasons we thought would break us, and yet here we are, still breathing by your mercy. You provided help through unexpected people, small openings and timing that turned out wiser than ours in the end always. When we forget those things, our fear grows loud. So bring those reminders close to our hearts again tonight, please. We do not ask for a miracle just to feel special. We ask because we need real change in life. We need you to move in situations that have resisted our effort, our logic, and our best plans so long. Yet we also need you to change us, shaping our reactions, our motives, and our patience while we wait here. If we have become cynical, soften us. If we have become numb, wake our hearts gently again with your love. If we have been praying only out of panic, teach us to pray with trust, not pressure, every single day. We lay down the urge to demand proof before we rest, because you have been faithful before to us all. Still, God, we ask for signs of care that fit our real needs, not vague comfort we cannot use today. Give us one step we can take, one phone call, one conversation, one habit that helps us heal this week. And when the step is simply to be still and wait, help us not to call that failure at all. We ask you to protect our hope from being stolen by sarcasm, scrolling, or endless negative news before sleep tonight. Guard our hearts from jealousy, because it twists good desires into bitterness and makes us harsh toward others too, Lord. Teach us to celebrate others without denying our own need, and to bless without feeling left behind in the process. As we wait, help us see the quiet ways you are building strength, wisdom, and character in us each day. We ask for courage to keep doing the right thing when nobody notices, and when results are slow for now. We ask for kindness in our homes, because stress makes us sharp, and we do not want that anymore tonight. Where we have been short with people we love, give us chances to repair and soften our tone tomorrow morning. Where we feel pressure to be perfect, remind us that you meet us in honesty, not performance at the end. We want to rest like children who are cared for, not like workers who must earn kindness from you, God. So we place our reputation in your hands, our future in your hands, and our needs in your hands too. If we wake up anxious, remind us gently that the same God who holds the stars holds us right now. If we wake up sad, meet us with comfort and help us reach out for help when needed without shame. If we wake up angry, slow us down and show us what deserves action and what deserves release in peace. We choose tonight to believe you are not teasing us with hope, but leading us with love toward good things. We may not know the date of our breakthrough, but we can know the faithfulness of you in this moment. Help us stop checking our lives like a scoreboard and help us live like you are present with us always. When we feel forgotten, remind us that you see every tear, every effort, and every quiet prayer we whisper here. And when we feel unworthy, remind us that your grace is not a reward. It is a gift for us. We receive that gift tonight, and we stop pushing it away with self-criticism and endless second-guessing in our minds. We ask you to fill the empty space in us with steady confidence that you will provide what we need, not always in the way we picture, but in a way that is good, wise, and lasting for our lives. We ask for open eyes to notice the next right thing, and for strength to do it with you tomorrow. We ask for friends who speak truth with kindness, and we ask to be that kind of friend as well. We ask for protection from the temptation to numb our pain in ways that lead us further away from you. Keep our choices clean, our words thoughtful, and our hearts soft, even when we feel pressured by life today, Lord. We trust you with the miracle we need, and we trust you with the process that gets us there too. We ask you to keep our hearts from rushing ahead and to help us stay faithful in small things daily. As this night continues, let our hope settle down like a decision we make again and again before you now. We are not alone in our waiting, because you are with us, and your care does not sleep ever, Lord. So we let our breathing slow, and we let our thoughts loosen, and we hold on to you by faith. Give us the simple courage to stop striving in this moment, trusting you to keep writing our story with care. We receive your peace as a gift, and we welcome it into our minds without arguing or resisting tonight again. And we rest with expectation, believing your help is coming, and that we will recognize it when it arrives soon. Even so, God, we admit we struggle with timing, and we want to control what only you can hold tonight. We keep checking the clock of our own plans, and we get anxious when you do not hurry us yet. Please forgive us for treating delays like abandonment, and teach us to see your care inside the waiting season too. We surrender the urge to force doors open because we have learned that rushed choices can wound us later badly. When we cannot see the whole picture, we ask you to steady us with wisdom we can trust each day. We lay down our demand to understand every reason, and we choose to believe you are good anyway right now. Help us stop replaying every option, as if our thinking alone can guarantee safety for our lives at all. We confess we fear making the wrong move, and that fear sometimes keeps us stuck in place for years inside. Tonight we ask you for patience that does not feel like defeat, but like strong trust in motion with you. If we are being protected by a pause, help us honor that protection instead of resenting it so much tonight. If we are being prepared for a gift, keep us teachable, humble, and ready to receive it well in peace. We give you permission to say no to what would harm us, even if we think we want it now. We give you permission to reshape our plans because we would rather be guided than be impressed by ourselves again. When disappointment hits, we ask you to keep us from hardening and to keep us from quitting on hope completely. We remember that you are not late, and you are not careless, and you are not confused about us ever. Teach us to measure time the way you do, with love, not urgency, and with purpose, not panic today too. We ask for grace to do our part faithfully, and grace to stop when it is not ours to carry. Show us the difference between responsibility and control, because we confuse them when we feel afraid at night often, Lord. We release the people we cannot manage, including those we love, and we entrust them to your hands right here. We release the outcomes we cannot predict, and we ask you to guard our hearts from constant dread tomorrow either. We release the need to be understood by everyone, and we ask you to anchor our identity in you alone. When criticism echoes, keep us from spiraling and help us learn what is true and let go of rest too. When praise tempts us to pride, keep us grounded, grateful, and aware that every good thing came from you first. We ask you to slow our reactions so we do not speak from fear or decide from exhaustion again tomorrow. Give us wise timing in conversations and keep us from pressing for answers when hearts are not ready yet, Lord. We trust that what is meant for us will not miss us, because you can guide what matters most, surely. We ask for faith to believe that closed doors can be mercy, not punishment, not rejection, not failure to us. Help us stop naming ourselves by what is delayed, and help us remember we are loved right now by you. We bring you our impatience, and we ask you to turn it into perseverance that stays kind under stress too. We bring you our doubts, not to feed them, but to place them in your light without hiding anything tonight. If we feel far from you, remind us that feelings change, but your presence does not move away from us. Let our prayers be simple and honest, because you listen to real words more than polished speeches anyway each night. We ask for the courage to trust your process, even when it feels slow, even when it feels unclear still. We ask for the humility to receive help, to ask questions, and to admit when we need support from others. We ask for steady discipline, not harsh striving, so we can keep showing up with you in small ways daily. When we slip, lift us gently and keep us from shame that says we should stop trying altogether right away. We thank you that you do not waste our waiting, and you do not waste our tears or prayers either. While answers grow our character, grow our compassion, and grow our ability to recognize your voice more clearly today. We ask you to align our desires with what is healthy, safe, and holy, even if it costs us something. If we are chasing approval, pull us back and show us that your acceptance is enough for our souls tonight. If we are chasing comfort in harmful places, redirect us and give us strength to choose better paths with you. If we are carrying secret grief, meet us there and remind us we can talk with you freely without fear. We place our dreams for the future on your altar, trusting you to purify them and guide them well always. We place our disappointments there too, asking you to heal the bruises they left in our confidence over time, Lord. We do not want to drag tomorrow into tonight, so we hand you tomorrow like a sealed letter again now. We ask you to watch over our home, our loved ones, and our choices while we are asleep through night. Let nothing disturb us that you do not allow, and let your peace be stronger than every worry we face. When morning comes, help us rise without dread, remembering you already went ahead to prepare our day for us too. We ask for gentle confidence, not loud certainty, and for steady steps that match your guidance in real life tomorrow. And if the miracle arrives in pieces, help us not despise the small start, but welcome each piece with thanks. If it arrives suddenly, keep us humble and help us use the blessing with wisdom and generosity toward others too. We trust you with the pace, and we trust you with the details, because your love is steady for us. So tonight we choose surrender again, not as weakness but as worship that makes room for rest in our hearts. Keep our minds from racing, and let your promises be louder than our questions as we drift towards sleep now. We stay here with you, trusting your timing, trusting your goodness, and trusting your hands to hold us all night. And now, God, we bring the miracle we keep whispering about, the one we are afraid to name because it matters so much. You know the details already, but we still place them in front of you with open hands. We ask you to step into what feels impossible for us, not because we deserve it, but because you are kind. We ask with humility and also with bold faith, because you invite us to ask. Please hear us tonight and do not let our hope die. Let your nearness steady us while we wait and keep us trusting still. For those of us who need healing, we ask you to touch what doctors cannot fully explain and what medicine cannot fully reach. Give wisdom to caregivers, clear tests, accurate answers, and the right treatment at the right time. Reduce pain, restore strength, and bring steady progress, not confusing setbacks. Heal anxiety that sits under the surface, and lift depression that makes everything feel heavy. Help us keep appointments, follow through on care, and speak honestly about symptoms. We ask for peace during the process, and we ask for complete healing in your mercy. And let our rest without fear. For those of us who need provision, we ask you to make a way where the numbers do not add up. Provide work that is honest, steady, and safe. Provide unexpected help that does not shame us. Teach us to budget with wisdom, to spend with restraint, and to give with joy when we can. Open doors for scholarships, assistance, raises, or new opportunities. Protect us from scams, bad deals, and desperate choices. Put the right people around us and give us favor in interviews and meetings. We trust you to supply daily needs and to build stability over time. For the relationships that need a miracle, we ask you to bring soft hearts where there has been hardness. Help us speak truth without cruelty, and help us listen without preparing a defense. Where trust was broken, guide steps of repair, patience, and accountability. Where distance grew from misunderstandings, bring clarity and honest conversation. Where abuse or manipulation has existed, give protection, wise boundaries, and safe help. Teach us to forgive without pretending the hurt was small, and teach us to seek peace without losing wisdom. Bring reconciliation where it is right, and bring release where it is necessary in time, Lord. For direction, we ask you to guide us when we feel torn between options. If we are choosing a school, a job, a move, or a friendship, make the next step clear. Close the door that would cost us our peace, and open the door that leads to growth. Give us counsel we can trust, and protect us from advice that flatters our pride. Teach us to wait when waiting is wisdom, and to act when acting is obedience. Keep us from fear-based decisions. Give us confidence that you can correct us if we drift, and that you stay near. For protection, we ask you to guard us from harm we cannot foresee. Protect our homes, our travel, our online spaces, and our decisions. Keep us alert to danger without making us paranoid. Shield our minds from voices that accuse and intimidate. If there are patterns pulling us toward addiction, gossip, or reckless choices, break their hold. Put strong people around us and remove influences that lead us away from what is good. Give us strength to say no, even when it costs us acceptance. Keep us honest, keep us sober-minded, and keep us safe while we sleep right now. For our minds, we ask you to quiet the inner noise that keeps us arguing with ourselves. When memories sting, remind us we are forgiven. When the future scares us, remind us you are already there. When we feel alone, remind us you are close. Teach us to replace frantic thinking with simple prayer, even if the prayer is only, "Help us, God." Keep us from doom scrolling and from searching for certainty in places that cannot give it. Give us thoughts that are true, helpful, and kind. If we wake at night, let us remember your steadiness, not our fear. God, we lift up situations that feel urgent and complicated, like legal issues, paperwork, court dates, or decisions made by people in authority over us. We ask you to bring fairness and truth into those rooms. Give us wise advocates and clear documentation. Expose anything hidden that could hurt us and protect us from being taken advantage of. Give us calm when we speak and self-control when emotions rise. Where systems feel cold, bring human kindness. Where we feel powerless, remind us you are not. We ask you to turn things around for good and to lead us toward peace. We will keep asking, God, and we also thank you for hearing us. Gratitude keeps our hearts open when waiting feels long. Thank you for listening to every prayer, even the messy ones. Thank you for working behind the scenes when we cannot prove it yet. Thank you for giving us strength to endure and for small joys along the way. Teach us to notice progress, not only the final result. If the miracle comes through ordinary steps, help us honor those steps. If it comes through change, keep us humble and steady. Make us respond with generosity always. Tonight, after asking for these miracles, we place our hearts in your care. We do not want to hold our request like a clenched fist. We want to hold it with trust. Help us accept that you can work in ways we cannot see. Keep us from bargaining or making promises out of fear. Teach us simple faith. We ask, we obey, we wait, and we rest. Let our thoughts be filled with your goodness, not our panic. We believe you are able and we believe you are loving. Stay near as we drift towards sleep. Wake us hopeful tomorrow. We leave these requests with you, God, and we refuse to rehearse them like they depend on our worry. What belongs to us, show us tomorrow. What belongs to you, carry it tonight. We choose to believe hearts can change, resources can appear, and healing can begin. Even if nothing looks different by morning, let something be different inside us. More steadiness, more patience, more courage. Keep our hope alive. Let us sleep knowing you are working, and let us wake willing to follow. We trust you with the miracle that is coming, step by step without fear tonight again. And as we keep trusting you with that miracle, we also ask you for comfort that reaches us right now, in this ordinary night. We do not want to only be strong in the daylight and then fall apart when everything gets quiet. We ask you to meet us in the quiet without judgment. Let your presence feel real to us, not because we force a feeling, but because you are faithful to come near. We are not asking for drama. We are asking for steady peace, the kind that holds us together when our thoughts try to scatter. Thank you for the way you have carried us through the day, even in small ways we barely noticed. Thank you for the moments we were protected from trouble without realizing it. Thank you for the times we were given patience we did not have on our own. Thank you for every bit of strength that showed up in us when we thought we were empty. We recognize that these are not accidents. They are signs that you are involved in our lives, even when we cannot track every detail. Let gratitude settle us, not as a performance, but as a simple response to your care. Tonight, God, we ask you to guard our minds. We know how easily our thoughts can drift into fear, regret, or endless planning. We ask you to interrupt the spiral when it starts. Bring us back to what is true. Remind us that we are not alone in our room, in our worries, or in our waiting. Remind us that you are not asking us to solve everything at once. Protect us from intrusive thoughts that push us toward panic. Protect us from the inner voice that accuses and shames. Give us the ability to say, "This is not from God," and to let it pass without grabbing onto it. Keep our minds clear enough to rest. We also ask you to guard our hearts. Some of us are carrying quiet grief. Some of us are carrying disappointment that feels personal. Some of us are carrying loneliness that we do not talk about much. Meet us there, God. Hold what feels tender. Help us not to numb our hearts in ways that make us colder tomorrow. Instead, help us bring our real feelings to you. Teach us that it is safe to be honest with you, even when our emotions are messy. We ask you to comfort us without making us feel weak for needing comfort. We ask you to cover our homes with peace. Let there be safety in the place where we sleep. Keep us from sudden fear. Keep us from unnecessary disturbance. Let our rooms feel like a place where we can breathe and let go of the day. Protect every door, every window, every space we cannot see right now. Protect the people under this roof and protect the people we love in other places too. We cannot watch over everyone and we cannot control everything, but you can. So we place them in your hands and we trust you to keep them. And God, we ask you to protect us spiritually too. Keep us from the kind of darkness that tries to twist our thoughts at night. Keep us from old shame rising up like a wave. Keep us from fear that makes us feel unsafe when we are safe. Keep us from anything that would try to intimidate us, accuse us, or drain us. Fill our minds with your truth. Remind us that we belong to you. Remind us that your love is stronger than our anxiety. Remind us that your authority is greater than anything trying to disturb our rest. We ask for a calm, guarded night. We bring you our dreams too, God, the ones we remember and the ones we forget. We ask that our sleep would not be filled with confusion or fear. Let our sleep be healing. Let it be a place where our minds can reset. If we wake up, meet us right away with calm. Help us not to reach for panic or distractions. Help us to whisper a simple prayer and settle again. Teach us to trust you in the middle of the night, the same way we try to trust you in the middle of the day. Let the night hours belong to you, not to worry. We also ask you to heal the way we talk to ourselves. Some of us have gotten used to being harsh with our own hearts. We correct ourselves like we are enemies, not like we are people you love. Tonight, we ask you to replace that harshness with truth. Help us take responsibility without tearing ourselves down. Help us learn from mistakes without living in them. Help us accept forgiveness without feeling like we have to pay for it again and again. When we are tempted to keep punishing ourselves with replaying thoughts, Help us stop and choose your mercy. Let your kindness rewrite the tone inside us. And God, we ask you to strengthen our boundaries overnight. Sometimes we wake up already exhausted because we have agreed to too much in our minds. We have promised things we cannot sustain. We have taken on emotions that are not ours to carry. We ask you to help us become wise about what belongs to us and what belongs to you. Teach us to love people without rescuing them. Teach us to help without losing ourselves. Teach us to be faithful without being controlled by pressure. Tonight, let us feel permission to rest. Let us trust that you can handle what we cannot. We lift up the people who are working night shifts, caring for others, traveling, or feeling unsafe tonight. Be their protection. Be their calm. Guide their decisions. Keep them alert when they need to be alert, and keep them peaceful when they can finally sleep. We also lift up anyone we know who feels overwhelmed right now. Some are carrying anxiety they do not know how to explain. Some are carrying sadness that feels heavy. Some are carrying stress that is turning into anger. Meet them with help. Put the right support around them. Give them wisdom to reach out. Give them patience to keep going. Let them feel your care. We ask you, God, to help us wake up with a steadier heart. We do not need tomorrow to be perfect. We need you to be present. We ask for a mind that can focus on what matters and a heart that can respond with kindness even under pressure. We ask for courage to do the next right thing. We ask for wisdom to pause before we react. We ask for strength to follow through on what is healthy and good. And we ask for protection from rushing into patterns that keep hurting us. Let tomorrow be guided by your Spirit, not by our fear. Thank you that we do not have to earn your care. Thank you that you do not love us more on our best days and less on our worst days. Thank you that your faithfulness does not depend on our mood. Tonight we receive that truth. We let it settle in us. We stop arguing with it. We stop trying to prove we deserve peace. We accept that you are good and that you are with us and that you are working. Let that be enough to carry us into sleep. So we place this night into your hands, God. We place our minds, our hearts, our families, and our future into your care. We trust you to keep watch while we rest. We trust you to strengthen us while we sleep. We trust you to bring light into what feels uncertain. And we trust you to keep moving toward the miracle we need, in the right way at the right time. As we settle in now, let your peace cover us and stay with us through the night. And as we come to the end of these words, God, we do not want to rush away from your presence. We want to stay close because closeness with you is what makes the night feel safe. We admit that even after praying, our minds can try to pick the burdens back up like nothing changed. So tonight we choose again to release them. We give you the same concerns one more time, not because you forgot, but because we forget how to let go. We ask you to help us stop reaching for control as a comfort. Control has never truly soothed us. It only keeps us awake. You, God, are the one who can hold everything without breaking, and we place ourselves in your care. We thank you that you are not fragile. Our questions do not scare you. Our tears do not offend you. Our tired faith does not push you away. You meet us right where we are, and that is enough for tonight. We bring you the places in us that still feel uneasy. We bring you the situations that still feel unresolved. We bring you the conversations we are still afraid to have, and the answers we are still afraid to hear. And we ask you for one gift that changes the whole tone of our night: deep peace. Not the kind we fake, not the kind we talk ourselves into, but the kind you give when you draw close and remind us we are held. God, we release tomorrow into your hands. We release schedules, responsibilities, appointments, and deadlines. We release the unknown parts too, the surprises we cannot plan for, the reactions we cannot predict, the problems we cannot prevent. We ask you to go ahead of us and prepare the way. Give us favor where we need it. Give us wisdom where we lack it. Give us patience when we are tempted to rush. Give us courage when we are tempted to avoid what is right. And if tomorrow brings difficulty, let us not face it alone. Let us remember you are with us in real time, not only in hindsight. We also release the people we love to you again tonight. We cannot protect everyone with our thoughts. We cannot heal everyone with our worry. We cannot fix what is outside our reach. So we entrust them to you with faith and with love. Watch over our families, guide our friends, strengthen the ones who feel weak, encourage the ones who feel lonely, provide for the ones who feel stuck, comfort the ones who are grieving. And for the ones who are far from you, draw them close in a way that feels safe and gentle. Use our lives to be part of your care, but do not let us carry what only you can carry. And God, we speak directly to the place where we are waiting for a miracle. We have asked, and we will keep asking, but tonight we also choose to rest. We refuse to believe that nothing is happening just because we cannot see it yet. We refuse to believe that silence means you are absent. We refuse to believe that our story is stuck forever. We choose to believe you are working even now in quiet ways that will make sense later. We choose to believe you can open doors, heal wounds, restore what was lost, provide what is needed, and bring clarity where there is confusion. We choose to believe that the miracle is not a fantasy, but a real expression of your love and power in our real life. Help us stay grounded while we hope. Keep us from chasing signs in unhealthy ways. Keep us from comparing our lives to someone else's highlight. Keep us from turning waiting into bitterness. Teach us to wait with dignity, with kindness, and with steady faith. Let our hope be calm. Let it be practical. Let it show up in the next right step, in the next wise choice, in the next honest conversation. And when we do not know what the next step is, let the step be rest. Let rest be our obedience tonight. We ask you to guard us while we sleep. Keep our minds from racing. Keep our hearts from drifting into fear. Keep our homes safe. Keep our thoughts clean. Keep our dreams from disturbing us. If we wake up in the night, meet us with calm and help us return to sleep without panic. Let your presence be the quiet that surrounds us. Let your peace be the strength in our chest. Let your love be the answer that settles us when nothing else can. And let the night be restorative, so we do not wake up already defeated. God, we thank you for what you have already carried us through. We thank you for every time you protected us when we did not know we needed protection. We thank you for every time you provided in ways that surprised us. We thank you for the people you used to encourage us. We thank you for the lessons that made us wiser, even when they were hard. And we thank you for the future you are still writing, even when we cannot see the next chapter. We place our trust in your character, not in our circumstances. You are faithful, you are kind, you are near. As we drift towards sleep, we choose one last thing tonight, God. We choose expectation without strain. We do not have to force the miracle into existence. We do not have to stay awake to prove we care. We do not have to punish ourselves with worry. We can sleep because you do not sleep. We can rest because you are watching. We can let go because you are holding on. And we can face tomorrow with hope because you will be there before we arrive. God, we receive your peace. We surrender our fear. We trust your timing and we rest in your faithful love. Amen.